Hey, good morning, folks. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa, and three things to talk about. We're going to talk about today. We have two more snows on the way, and yes, I'm finally starting to see a fairly significant warm up late next week. It's significant because right now we're extremely cold compared to normal. We're about 20 degrees colder than normal. Our normal highs now are in the lower 50s, and by next week, normal highs will be in the mid to upper 50s, and we'll be at normal to maybe a few days slightly above normal. So let's get to it. I also have a word of warning for folks traveling spring break from Florida northward or heading to Florida on this weekend. There's a snowstorm in what we call the Mid-South, the Ohio River Valley, southern Indiana, Ohio, and Kentucky coming. All right, for us today, it should be dry. Maybe there's a few flurries around, but that's about it. And on my wall, I see a strange, excuse me, I see a strange light on my wall. Yes, it's sunshine coming through the window. So it will be a somewhat sunny day. All right, high temperatures still, like I said, the normal high is in the low 50s, and we're only making it to near 40 today in a lot of places in the north where you got socked with snow, looking for temperatures in the upper 20s to low 30s. Excuse me. So here's the forecast, the radar forecast, and here comes another snow. And I'm seeing this. It looks like two batches, one coming across southern Michigan overnight tonight. That's 6 o'clock Friday morning. So this is overnight tonight right here. And then the second batch coming across northern Michigan and dropping south, turning into snow showers and hitting the southern part of the state tomorrow afternoon. So tomorrow, guess what? It's a winter day with snow and the northwesterly winds and cold. How much snow? This model did really well on the last storm, and it drops a 1 to 3 inch swath across the southern third of the state, and it's been pretty consistent. So we'll keep an eye on this one here, okay? Because that could be a snowy morning tomorrow as far as on the roads, as far as the roads go. And then that second area of snow fills in the north with 1 to 3 inches and across the UP. So in other words, everybody's going to get some snow tomorrow, light between the two bands, but it will be more winter feel than spring feel. Okay, so I got to show you the change that's coming because we all want to see it. So this is a computer model that goes out 10 days, and what I want you to focus on is where the tracks of these storms are. So this one is the one coming through on Friday, and it brings a northerly wind and cold flow back to the area. And by the way, this is the snowstorm that's forming down here through Indiana, Kentucky, southern Ohio, southern Indiana, severe weather south of it. So if you're driving from Florida, you're going to want to avoid Friday night and Saturday morning going through Kentucky, I would say, as you'll be in the heart of that snow. It looks like a 3 to 6 inch snow. Now, our weekend is pretty quiet. Okay, and I told you we have a second snow, and this has been pretty well advertised too by the models. And it's this right here, and this is Monday. Okay, and in fact, if this one holds together, this could be the storm that helps Flint set a new seasonal snowfall record. Okay, and there's where it possibly ends. I'm not going to say snow is totally done, but that's where the pattern change starts, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. We're into Tuesday, and we're still cold. And we're into Wednesday. Now, this American model is a day slower on the warm air, this is kind of different than the European, although the American model has been very good lately, better than the European. Now we're into Thursday and Friday of next week, and everything's been showing. It's 8 days out, but it's been showing for 11 days out and 10 days out and 9 days out. And when you get the storms pulling up here, it gets us into a southerly wind. Yes, it's a moist type pattern, showery type pattern, but it's spring showers that green up the grass. Yep, Roberto Acosta, yes. I haven't checked, but I think Flint is probably within 4 inches. If you get an inch or two tomorrow, then Monday would put you real close to setting a new record. Hey, good morning, Keith Ledbetter. So the point being is we do have a pattern change slowly evolving. I'm not going to say we're permanently into warmth, but it is a change back to normal conditions. So there you have it. Today we get some sunshine. It helps a little bit, but it's a surprisingly stubbornly cold blob of air when you have almost full April sunshine and only struggle to make it to 40 degrees. Okay. Then we have snow tonight and tomorrow. Tomorrow morning's drive along I-94 could be a surprisingly snowy one for those that aren't paying attention, okay? So you don't be surprised and do what you have to be safe. Stay off of that one if you could take the side highways is the way I like to do it. Weekend is a cold weekend and a pattern change coming next week. I'm going to leave it there for now. Make sure to check the posts